a little insight. You ever find that there's something sort of quite obvious and it sort of passes you by, and you're well aware of it, but you just, I guess, don't get the time to properly check something. Well, what I was sort of explaining with that then, the printer that I use for doing a lot of our, just turn that one down, the printer that we use for a lot of our photocopying, you know, what we use for the business, never dawned on me before to check to see if it has the option when we scan, because it's a printer and scanner, if it has the option to scale things down. And so I thought it would be a bit of fun, wouldn't it? This is one of our popular designs. I've demonstrated it before. It's a Primavera Lovespoon. And I put it in the printer earlier on, and I thought, I wonder what will happen if I put it down to, say, I don't know, 60% scale. And so I did, and I thought that'll be a bit of fun to make. So yeah, it's something I'm having a little look at, is doing that one there. That's part of one of the demonstrations. The main reason I was doing it is because I was looking to get a daffodil onto like a hanging decoration, almost like a tree decoration, in that style that we do. And then the other thing, I'll check everything's working. Yeah, we're on there. We've got a bit of background music as well, so that's all good. And we've got a coaster. So those are the main things that we're looking to do. Also, top selling project at the moment. Someone's joined us. Hello. Hope all is well. Thank you for joining us. And keep an eye on the chat there. So yeah, any comments? Hello to everyone as you join us. This one here, this is our top selling item at the moment. Simple 5-petal flower keyring. So that's what we got as well to make there. And then, yeah, that's the sort of main focus. All about daffodils and using that daffodil design to make different things. I'm going to check my scroll saw blade before I get started, because it's all been a bit of a rush today. So I haven't actually had a chance to check. Oh, that looks like it's a fairly new blade, so that should be okay. So, without further ado, let's get into it. I think we'll start off cutting out this one here. When we do things like this, for those of you who were with us last week as well, can I put my hand on it? I'll have to have a little look around for it, but I did manage to get the bird finished, and it turned out really nicely, so I was quite pleased with it. But for now, we're going to start off on our decoration. A lot of the time, as I said, we're making items on our live stream for the first time, and you're kind of figuring out, are they going to be viable? Are they going to be something that we're going to be able to reproduce? Is there going to be, you know, that's the main thing with the time involved. Are they going to be okay for us to reproduce? So here we go. Let's get cutting. It would help if I turned the plug on. There we go. trying to cut out that little bit is the one layer, the one block of wood has got a little bit stuck. So we're going to get that out the way, because that's a surefire method for either breaking what you're cutting or messing it up. So if we can get rid of that block, let's have a look. One of the methods, simple little technique, we demonstrated it a few times before, but one method I use for getting that out is to just use an old scroll saw blade, just knock it out the way. So that's all we're doing there, is just getting rid of that little piece so it'll cut nice and cleanly. Saves messing it up, causing yourself a bit of a problem. Getting that out. There we are. Checking everything is okay there. At the moment, it's a bit of a... I just double check that we're not missing any. According to this, we've had no comments so far, which is a quiet one for us. When we cut out a project like this, one of the things that you're sort of trying to work out is if it's going to be viable, if it's going to be something that sort of takes too long to do, or if, you just think that it is something that you're going to be able to reproduce, and you can reproduce it at a price that is going to sell. So that's the sort of thing that we're working out as we go along. We've had the boys in the workshop today as well. They've been in here busy. They've been working on a few different designs and having a little go with what they're doing. Just going to check my picture there as well, just to see if we can see it nice and clearly. Let's have a little look. Yeah, I think we can see okay there. Yeah, that seems all fine. Yeah, there we are. Hello, sir. Hope all is well. Been working hard, I can see from the link you sent. I'm looking forward to seeing that one. Yeah, hope all is well with you all. Thank you for joining us as always. All right. I look forward to seeing it. No, that'd be great. That's fantastic. What's that? Have I seen your mask? Yeah, I moved it out the way somewhere. Where did I move it to? I might have moved it in the machine shop. Yeah, no, if you've got a link, fantastic. Send it to us. That would be brilliant. Yeah, while you're on there as well, I noticed I started watching a video, and I will go back to it. I do enjoy the fact that you do quite a wide variety of different styles of carving. So it's always interesting to see different styles of carving that you're doing. Ah, there we are. Thomas Woodcarver's got his mask there, so he's ready to do a little bit of cutting as well. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to seeing that one. It looks like a nice style. I saw the first couple of seconds and I thought, right, I want to be able to concentrate when I'm watching your video, watching your demonstration. So I will check it out later and have a good look through. No, looking forward to it. As well. Hello there. Hope you're enjoying. Good morning from California. And it's good afternoon from West Wales. Well, thanks for joining us. Great to have you with us. As you may or may not know, the daffodil that we're working on here is a national emblem here in Wales. So it's something that we always get asked for in the workshop. So that's why I'm focusing today's live stream on different daffodil designs. So this first one is like a hanging decoration. The next one I'm going to cut out is like a coaster, and I'm going to have a little go, if I get time, on a little love spoon. So yeah, hopefully you'll enjoy. Thank you for joining us, and yeah, hopefully it'll be an interesting little demonstration. Any questions as well as we go along, get them into us. It's good to have the carver here as well. So yeah, any thoughts as we go along, give us a shout. I've just reminded myself, actually, we've had a bit of a manic day. It's been a busy Monday. A manic Monday. You could write a song about that. But anyway, I've just realised there's somebody asked me a question and I forgot to answer it. So that when I finish this, I'll have to remind myself again. Somebody asked us what type of scroll saw and bandsaw that we use. And they were also asking, what's the capacity? I've never really looked, to be honest with you, the capacity on it. So, whereabouts do I find that? Would that be it? 425 volts? I don't know. I'll have to check it out. But yeah, I know what scroll saw I use, but in terms of capacities, I've never really looked at that. I'll ask you all, where do I look on the machine to see the capacity of it? Oh, and another thing that I realised as well, our DeWalt bandsaw I didn't realise that there was a link between DeWalt and Black & Decker. And then somebody noticed that the colours were Black & Decker colours on our DeWalt bandsaw. And then when I looked closer, it said DeWalt's B&D, Black & Decker. So yeah, you're always learning, aren't you? Things that you, right in front of your face that you don't even notice. Hiya Gabby, hope all is well. Hiya Jeffs as well, thank you all for joining us. I feel as though, did I miss a video with Gabby this week? I didn't get a notification. I'll have to check Gabby in case I have missed a demonstration this week. Yeah, hope all is well. I think this one is going to end up in that category of items that I like it, but I think it's going to be too much work to reproduce because I only get about £5-6 for these, so I think there's going to be too much work involved in reproducing it. It's going to be one of those ones that Yelly's going to be asking me all the time, when are you going to make some more of those, because they sold really quickly, but I think it's a bit too much carving, a bit too much scroll sawing to be reproduced. This one, this is what happens, see, and this is what you're working out. Now this one, these I can only really ask sort of £5-6 because it's a hanging decoration. That's about the limit I think I can get for that. Maybe at a push £7.50. These ones I might try at £9.99 or £12.50, and because you can get a bit more, then it just makes them a little bit more viable.
I interrupt you a second.
Yeah.
The dragon. I normally put a hole above the tongue, but I'm thinking you.
Thomas Wood Carvers working on a dragon.
That one out.
A hole above the
tongue.
Right. Yeah.
I think you should just carve it out.
Yeah. Or you could feather it a little bit, but I wouldn't. Oh, you don't want to go much thinner than that, do you? No. I wouldn't worry about it too much.
Okay.
It'll be fine. We'll carve it. We'll carve it away. Yeah, it's whatever works practically. I think that'll work fine. Right. Onwards we go. Onto this little coaster. And we'll do some cutting out. What I've done to prepare it, I've sanded around the edges. So we got nice flat edges. And we're going to do all of our internal cuts. We would then separate the layers and do the sanding and the carving. So let's proceed. There's one here just to the side of the scroll saw, and I gotta share it with you. And look, oh, that was clever, bumped my head on the camera. Sorry about that, you'll be bouncing up and down in a minute. I'll just check I haven't changed the focus. You can still see it okay. Apologies for that, but I was grabbing this one. Let's show you it. I had the privilege of having the boys in the workshop with me, and it was great fun. So here we go. They've drawn out a tank and an aeroplane. So I said to them, I said, right, I'm gonna have those, I'm gonna stick them down as you've drawn them out. As you come up with your own little design, we'll put them all on a bit of wood and they can have a go at carving them. So that's another job that I gotta do. When I finish this one here, I'll demonstrate cutting these designs out for the boys. And yeah, for anyone who's interested in the woodworking, and if you've got, you know, children and they're in and around it, my attitude with it is always very much, let them have a go, let them get creative. So both boys, they were on the bench today. They were having a go at doing a little bit of carving, and so I'll cut these out, I'll give them to them later, and when they come in, they got two shapes that they designed themselves that they can have a go at making. There we are. They're going to have a black, yeah, absolutely. Oh, they're going to love working on that. They'll be delighted. On a spike. Yeah, there we are. There's a spike there like so. Yeah, so we get them working, get them enjoying it, and they'll develop their skills while they think they're just having a bit of fun and playing. And just maybe they'll develop a love for the craft. Yes, spot on. That's the sort of thing, isn't it? Is, you know, let's be honest about it. Like, we're making a living out of it, but we love playing with a bit of wood. That's what it is, isn't it? We're playing with a bit of wood, getting creative, enjoying ourselves. And I think if you can sort of, I don't know, give them that platform to just have a bit of fun and enjoy it. I mean, Nico comes in and next thing he's going, I think I'm going to be a wood carver, Daddy. And thinking, yeah, great. And if he enjoys it, great. And if he doesn't, then he's got to find something that he does enjoy. But great to have him in here. And I'll be honest, I thought they did really well. And hopefully they'll be pleased when we cut it out. And then they can have a go at carving, gives them something then that they can make, something tangible, and they got a little model for themselves at the end of it. That's how I started. Although everything I made, Thomas the Woodcarver got me to sell. But again, I was pleased that people liked it enough to buy it. Let's have a little look. What do we miss? All of these jokes about playing without it. Hello. Oh, we got B Dancy. Hello there. Was it yourself who asked me that question and I haven't got back to you yet? It might have been. Did you ask me about the machines we work in? Because if it is, apologies for not getting back. It's only when I started my live stream I thought I'd forgotten to answer that message. But anyway, yeah, we work with an old school DeWalt bandsaw and a Hegner Multicut 2S scroll saw. So yeah, those are the two machines that we're working with. In terms of the capacity, I'll have to get Thomas the Woodcarver on that, because I'm looking at the capacitor. It says 425 volts to 475 volts. So that, I would imagine, is the capacity. But I may be looking at the. Oh, hang on. There's information under here and over there. There's information everywhere. I'll have to check it out properly before I tell you for sure. But hello and thanks for joining us. I'm reading the carver's comments here. I shall say no more. I think, yeah, I think that could be relevant. So do you think it's looking at whether or not, like, the machines are going to be able to cut and work in certain size pieces of wood? Possibly with the scroll saw, mainly geared towards, I mean, that's in terms of what, you know, that's the limit, isn't it? Is the actual length of the blade, really, is well, the blade above the bed. So the size of the material, yeah. I'm with you. Yeah, no, I'm with you now. I was sorry. The problem is what they call it, double entendre. Yeah, because I was reading something else into it, that and I'm now back with you. And so that would be the limit in terms of, what is it, about 3 inches in the blade holder. A little bit less for us because we have this surround on there. But I'm back with you. I left the room there because yeah, I was thinking you were saying something else. What does this does? Hello as well to Brian. Referring to the yeah, that sort of, that distance. So the surround we've got on ours, it does limit it slightly. What it does highlight as well, that I tell you, in the future, one thing it would be great to do would be to get some of us together and to sort of do a live stream. Because I know on the YOLO box, it does allow you to have guests. So I think it would be quite hilarious if we could get a situation where we had a live stream with as many as we possibly can, and we'd all sort of live at the same time. So multi-camera live streaming from multi-destinations all around the world. I think that would be brilliant. So yeah, I think you may well be right in terms of that's what they're referring to. I'd had that all day to think about that, and it's only now, because you've all explained it to me, what the question I was actually being asked. There we are, you can't win them all. I do think a live stream with myself and the carver, and throw Thomas the woodcarver in there as well, could be quite hilarious. I've just nicked the bottom layer, so I'm going to go back over there. Yeah, it'll be good fun. There we are. Maximum 13 1/4 inch on your scroll saw. Yeah. Somebody was asking about this with the capacity. Do you think, because that's what everyone was explaining to me, I think I misunderstood what they mean. Do you think they mean the capacity as in the capacity of wood that it can handle, or the capacity of the machine? Because I've been looking round. What would you say that they're referring to? Probably the what sort of wood it could handle, surely. It's a question that I had earlier and I've got around to answering.
Is, I would think, the depth of
the depth of the there we are. Right.
I would think so, because the capacity of the machine, it'll cut any wood.
Yeah.
So there is no.
It'll handle any wood.
Yeah, it'll handle any wood.
Thanks, Gabby, as well. Thank you.
It's the type of blade you're going to use, isn't it? It'll cut metal. This will.
Oh yeah.
You know, if
plastic.
You've got the metal blade.
Plastic. They use MDF. They use all sorts, don't they?
It's got to be good. It's made in Germany.
Quality manufacturing. Did you realise as well, because as I said, I went for a long time not realising it, that there was a link between Black & Decker and DeWalt?
Yeah, they're all jumbled up. They're all, you know,
and
this one takes over that and all that.
And it actually says it on your bandsaw. It actually says it's the Black & Decker cutters and it's got B&D on there. I never noticed it. Right, so that's our 2 daffodil designs. Now, let's have a look at these for the boys. Bit of fun for them. I can take them across, and then when they come in the workshop, as I said, they can have a little go at carving them all out. So we've marked them out, so we cut out the designs, stuck them straight on the wood. Shouldn't take me too long to cut out. What? Example, my scroll saw can cut up 14 inches before hitting the bar in the back. Yeah. My bandsaw, I can cut wood to right. Yeah, spot on. That's what they mean. Brilliant. Thank you, everyone. I now know how to answer that question. Fantastic. It's only taken me all day and a lot of help to figure that one out. So when they come in next, that'll give them, oh, I hit my head on there again, apologies for that. That'll give them something, see, that they designed themselves. Yeah, I'm a big believer in that. Just give, you know, if you give them a bit of encouragement and make them feel part of it, and then they can have a little go at working on that, put the details on that they want, and it's something then that they designed themselves and that they've got there then, and they can look at and say, look, I did that myself. So there we are. I'm going to tidy it up a little bit. Nice and clean. I'm going to go on to cutting out their error block. Anybody coming in the wrong part of this live stream will be thinking, what on earth has gone wrong with some of me designing? But there we are. I just think that that's brilliant. We give those to the boys and they can come in and they can have a little go. If I don't break them, at turning their design into something. And then finish off, I'm going to take those ones. I'm going to take one of the coasters across to the bench, and to finish off, I'm going to do a little bit of carving work on it, fuel. Excuse the noise as we move across. Let's have a look. We'll change the camera. Audio. So hopefully that'll work out. Then again, Sammy drew the plane and Nico drew the tank. Well, Nico is the man when it comes to a tank, so I would assume that, yeah, definitely Nico doing that tank. He does love a tank. He does love a tank, does Nico. We took him down to the tank museum. That was their treat for their birthday, because we didn't do parties and things this year. So instead of them having a party, they ended up where we took them both down the tank museum. Tank museum and camping. They had a whale of a time. They were telling me all the different tanks. They knew all the different names. Let's have a little look. Have we gone and split up? I hope not. Whoop. Let's check. No, that's all in one piece. Right, so we just take the tape off it. And we got one in the bench like that. I'll also separate the other one. Well, just like so. So Yelly always complains at me that I always do the coasters in mahogany. Basically what it is I've got more of the darker wood there than I have that's suitable for that job than the light wood. So that's why I usually end up doing them in mahogany, but I've also done one in oak. So this is the carving that we do very, very frequently, in fairness, because we're, as I said, because it's a national emblem, we're regularly doing daffodils, and same as always, you do those stop cuts. Somebody was asking as well yesterday, excuse me there, they had sort of almost like swan neck gouges, like these ones. Yeah, ask me if they're any good. Yeah, they can do a job. Perfectly fine, perfectly usable. Are they ones that we sort of use regularly? Not really, because I got better ones for doing the job, but great if you're sort of working behind something. So if you're doing a carving where you've got to get behind something, they can be really useful. And a good gouge is a good gouge. If it's been well made, yeah, you'll be fine with it. But this one here does the same job. And excuse me, it does the same job, and for me it's a better gouge to work with. Now what we do, mark out all the stop cuts going this way, so mark out everything you need to get the job done in this direction. We'll also do the top of the petals here. And the top of that one there. Right, just like so. And then get our gouge. And just get the depth that we want using our larger gouge. Let's have a little look. Very much taking away that wood you don't want. Like so. That's it. And when we're doing these ones, you can see you're always marking it out with a vertical grain. Makes life easier. Makes our coaster stronger as well. And we do all the carving we can do in that one direction. And that's the judgment that you're making. I think when it comes to these new designs, I think that the coaster is pretty good in terms of it being viable. The hanging decoration, I think there may be a little bit too much scroll sawing for the price point with that one. But that's why we try it. We try it. If it's one that we think we can reproduce, we will, but if not, it's been an interesting little exercise, and we learn all the time, so that's something I've been well aware of course, that you can scale things up and down, but it's just something I've never bothered doing, and then today I just played around with scaling down this daffodil design, as opposed to what I would normally do, which is just completely redraw everything if I want it smaller or if I want it bigger. And as I did it, it was a fun process. Gave me ideas for some of the different things that we could do. There we are, so we're just going to go into the centre like so. And the next part of the process is working on that trumpet of the daffodil. So what we do, we sort of almost create in like the effect of a 45-degree angle. Just like so. Shape that trumpet as well. We shape all of the petals. So they would be coming in like so. I've started where I'm doing just a little bit more work to shape the petals. Right. And come round the surround just like so. And the other side. That's it. And then we go back the other way. Oh, hello Ken. Didn't realise you were there. Thanks for joining us. Does he mean 1 3/4 inch? Huh? Are we back to the we're back to the sizes? Are we on the capacity? Yeah, no, I'm not sure. I'll have to explain that it's a long and short of it is that I think we explained it in the video that the comment was left was that the long and short of it, if you're doing bigger stuff, then the bandsaw, has got a bigger capacity. But if you want accuracy or internal cuts, scroll saw's the way to go. We use both. I'd say that the scroll saw gets more use than the bandsaw, but the bandsaw is invaluable for certain things. So for instance, the decorations that I cut out, I've left carving those because I'll cut the surround on the bandsaw to speed up the process. Yeah, but hope all is well with you, Ken, and with everybody. Hope all is well. And thank you again for joining us. We're well on our way to completing our little daffodil coaster. Another one that we can add to what we what we do. Something, of course, with the association with Wales. Excuse my hands being here 2 minutes. Right, we'll just carve that bit down. And the other bit down just like so. Cut that bit away there that we don't want. And then add the detail to the daffodil itself. So we just shape the trumpet with a little bit of detail in the centre of it. Just like so. And then let's have a little look. We've got just a few little bits of detail on the petals.
Daddy,
Hello, sir.
I got 2 Cristiano Ronaldo's, one.
Oh my goodness.
105 and one 104.
Oh my goodness. Fantastic, Sammy. Go and have a little look by the scroll saw. Go and have a little look by the scroll saw. What can you see by the side of the scroll saw? You notice anything? Go and have a look at the other side. We cut something out for you and Nico. What do you think?
Yes.
Are you happy?
Yeah.
You gonna do some carving on it?
Yeah. My dreams was to get messy, but I didn't know I was going to get 2 Cristiano Ronaldos.
You've got 2 Cristiano Ronaldos. Wow.
I'll actually show you.
Fantastic. Yeah, look forward to seeing it, Sammy. So just a little
I'm
bit
not
there.
lying. I got 2 Cristiano.
No, I don't think you're lying. I think that's great. We'll have a check now.
Actually.
There we are. So there we go.
If I should speak on better players than him, then he just put Cristiano Ronaldo on. I know.
That's right.
But
So what-
he loves Cristiano.
What do you think, Sammy? Do you like my little coaster? Little bit of sanding work. Little bit of sanding work left over. And that'll be job done. There we go.
Because I beaten the team. We
Well-
got 100
Well,
they got
Sammy, I'm going to say a quick goodbye to everyone, and then you can show me all about that. There we are. I'm off to see how Sammy's team is getting on FIFA. Did you kids get out to the ice festival? No, we didn't get up there. But we went to the Tank Museum, and they've had a great week. Sun's been shining, fantastic. So yeah, we've had a very good week. We have, Ken, and it sounds like he's going to show me all about FIFA football. And they've designed a tank and a plane, so they're going to have a go at carving that.
2 Cristiano Ronaldos.
There we are.
5.
2 Cristiano Ronaldos. And on that note, we will wish everyone a great week. And Sammy can show me his new team. Thanks again for joining us. All the best.